Hi folks, I'm Johnston Blakley with Investigative Training. I know I've been talking for months about developing unmanned cameras, and I have two that I'm going to show you so far in my research and testing that I think you will like, and here they are. Here's a very cheap one here. You can get this on eBay. I do not recall the company, but if you look on eBay and put in helmet cam, you will find a ton of these. It looks like this, has a base, has a silver thing around here that I used a Sharpie on to make it dark. Records for 6 hours on, I believe it's an 8 gig SD card with AAA batteries. The SD card goes in here. The AAA batteries go in here. I wish that it was AA batteries that it took. That way it would go longer. This camera does not segment the film. It does not have time and date, so you'd probably want a time and date reference from your cell phone before setting it up to go. But it's cheap, it's quick, it's simple, and it works very well for 6 hours of leave and retrieve type of unmanned surveillance. Now, here is one that is even better. I have not got the total times yet. I've been fiddling around with it, and I've had to order other components for it. It records on the little micro SD cards, and I had to purchase a few things from it. It comes with a USB cable that I didn't quite like because it comes straight out and I would have to have a bigger box, so I got this cable here to power it from this battery pack. And I got the battery pack. It's something that can charge your phone, charge a number of devices, or in this case charge the camera. Now I looked high and low for a camera DVR device that would record while it's charging. A lot of these things either record with the internal battery. When you go to charge them, they stop recording. And the reason you want to record with it plugged in is so you get long record times. Got this battery pack on eBay from Central Park Mart. All one word, Central Park Mart. Company out of New Zealand. I got it for $2.99 plus $4.99 shipping. This cable here I've got on eBay for $3.99 plus free shipping, and from a company called Just for Survive, and it's just_for_survive. And this camera here I've had for a while, been doing testing for a while. I can't seem to find who I bought it from, but I just looked. There is a company called 3, the number 3, that is 3C Bus. So that's 3 Cat Brian Umbrella Sam, and that's an eBay company. Here are the features of this one. It's very simple to turn. You just turn it on. It has an internal battery. You just turn it on. Sorry, you have to turn it on back here, and then you turn it on. When you don't have an SD card in, it will not record. So I put the SD card in. I have the USB here. The power has to go from left to right, and it will turn on. You press this button here twice. It will illuminate yellow over here at this corner. But what you want is a flashing green over here with the yellow. So this is the order that you have to do this. See, the green is flashing. Now you can plug it in. You cannot plug it into the external battery pack before you get it recording, or it will not work. So, alright, now that I have it recording, I plugged it in right there. It's attached here and into the battery pack. And make sure that the battery pack has a switch, make sure that's turned on. So now let me tell you why I have this set up like this. This camera records in 5-minute segments and then saves the recording, and that is my preference because it's saved. It's not like you're recording hours and hours and then something happened and you lose all your video. You at least have it saved. Now it may be worthwhile to buy a few of these because, you know, as anything from China, it's a little finicky. This camera, every once in a while, I notice put some lines on the right hand side of the screen. It's just the way it is when you buy cheap stuff from China. But it works very well. So now it's recording here, recording from the batteries, but the batteries in here are also being charged from here. It has loop recording, which means, you know, say you have the maximum is a 16 gig card that they say will allow, although it's probably tested at 16. I'm also going to test it at 32 gigs because I've had other devices that say 16, but you put 32 in it and it's fine. It's just at the time there was only a 16 gig card when this came out, so that should give me somewhere, I estimate, between 18 and 20 hours of recording. This has a microphone, so you'll want to destroy the microphone so you're not recording audio, depending on the country you live in. And so it will lay out on the card the 5-minute segments. You can put those all together on your NLE program and burn a DVD from there, or just give it to your client on a thumb drive. Alright, had to move locations here. So let's get back to talking about the loop recording of this camera and how that'll affect the unmanned surveillance that you're doing. You're going to want to choose the strength of your batteries for the time that you want to record for with this. In other words, Energizer has 2 lithium batteries. One is an 8x lithium battery, and then a slightly weaker one is 4x lithium battery. And then of course there's your regular alkaline batteries that are even weaker. Now, because this camera records over the oldest recording, when it loops, when it fills up the card, it starts deleting the files that it first started recording and starts putting new files in that place. That'll determine the strength of the batteries. In other words, you probably, if you just want to record from the time that you set this up to the till the time it's finished, the batteries are finished, that you want to use the weakest batteries. If you want to set this up, say 4 o'clock in the morning or whatever, but you really don't want, you're really not concerned about any footage till the next night, and so you actually want it to loop over itself, the card to loop over itself, then you might want 4x or 8x lithium batteries. And I'm going to test these out in all the different strengths and let you know how many hours with each type of card it will record over in the loop function. But there's another company that's making something similar to this that I'm going to try. It's 852 Shop on eBay. 852 Sam Hector orange potato, and it's an eBay company. They have one that has LEDs lining around the front of the flashlight. So I will try that one out next, and I'm going to update you. I'm going to put this in a weatherproof casing, and I'm going to give it a real field test here in the next couple weeks, and I will let you know as I get more information.